Well, hey, how are you doing this evening? I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty, and we are coming to you tonight live with an awesome rhinestone project to do. We have a super awesome fall vibes design that we're going to showcase to you from Making with Marilyn if you haven't already seen it. Because if you follow her, like I think you should, like I know you should, then you've already seen the fall vibes design. So we're going to make the shirt. And what we're going to do with making that shirt is show you a way that a lot of folks might want to cut corners to make their rhinestone templates. But we've kind of come up with an idea that might be a little bit helpful to ease some of that pain. Okay. In doing so, we're also going to discuss whether or not the cutting corners and doing the rhinestones really pays off. That's one of the biggest questions that a lot of people have, because rhinestones is not necessarily an inexpensive hobby slash business endeavor, and we've tried to make that a little bit easier for you guys, especially those with businesses, by doing the rhinestone buy-in, which by the way starts this coming Wednesday. All right, so we've tried to make that process easier by offering some of gorgeous rhinestones at an affordable wholesale business wholesale price. So we've tried to do that part, but the rhinestone flock is still a little bit pricey. So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. We're also going to go over activities that are coming down the pipelines for September and the Graphics Pro Expo. I can't talk about that enough. So we're going to go over that. And also we are going to debut our latest rhinestone color. I don't know if you can figure out what color that might be, but we are going to debut that color. So without any further delays, what's up? Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm super excited to have you here. You know, we love blingy things, but we also do embroidery. We also do sublimation. We also do vinyl. At times we dabble in some DTF, which by the way, I had a job for some DTF shirts that I was going to go live with and, you know, have y'all do some shirts with me as my regular customer. Y'all seen me do their shirts before. Yeah, I've been busy. It's like I can't fit everything in at one time. So when I was talking about going live, I ended up having to do other work in preparation for our upcoming week of activity with the buy-in starting and orders going out. So at any rate, didn't get to go live. But what I do definitely want to point out is I've talked to you guys about loyalty bucks with the buy-in. I've talked to you in the past, that is. And I've mentioned that's Mr. McQuacken's baby. And he came up with the awesome idea to reward those who were loyal and purchasing with us through the past few months, since January, actually. And for those who have participated in at least, bought some rhinestones rather, in at least 6 separate buy-ins, you get loyalty rewards. Okay. Now, I want to let you know those awards have been sent out. So hopefully you guys are already on the lookout for your rewards because they are in the mail. You should have gotten a notification from us already. And if you've gotten your notification, that's what it is. We haven't started shipping out the stones just yet, but it is your loyalty reward. So let us know when you get them. Tag us in your posts. Let everybody know how awesome sauce it is, or let us know if you think it's awesome sauce. You might be like, God, this was mediocre and lackluster. And if that's the case, let us know. We like feedback and we want to know how you guys feel about those rewards. I'm trying to clip my mic on. I apologize. So at any rate, what's up? Let me say hey to the folks that are in the chat. Hello, everyone coming in. And throw in some purple hearts for those of you who are happy to be here. Big hugs to all of you. I'm super excited for our show tonight. And I don't want to waste too much time because this one is going to be kind of power packed a little bit because I tried to have a rhinestone design done ahead of time and your girl has a bad headache. So it's just like, bruh, I don't woo, I had to lay down for a minute and try and get my bearings so that I could make sure I had enough consciousness to be sitting in front of y'all tonight and took 3 Tylenol. And it's like, it's all I can do to be here, y'all. So I don't have that done. So we're going to design it actually tonight live, which kind of sucks. Mr. McQuacken's going to fuss, but we got to get it done. All right. So, beautiful soul. Hello, my love. Welcome, Shirley Dabney. Welcome, Lena Doyle. Welcome. And the 3 of you beautiful, beautiful people are Hoop Group members here on YouTube, and we appreciate it. Thank you. T Create, welcome. Cheryl Tisdale, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Benita Neely, hello. Tanyu, hey Tanyu, welcome. And thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Carmen Alvarado, who's also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Welcome. Patrice Williams, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Rosalind, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have, let's see, Beautiful Soul. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. So Crafty, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss JB, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member and for being here tonight. EJ's daughter, hello, welcome, and thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Treasure Designs LLC from Columbus, Georgia, welcome. Aliana, welcome. Baby Giant Services, welcome. Keisha Maxwell, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Anita Omer, good evening to you as well, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Diana Henderson, hey honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us. We also have Sheila. Hi, Sheila Cushionberry, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Let's see, Me Creatively by Kim. Hello, Marissa. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Just Paper Crafting. Hello, Yvonne Hudson. Welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Mary Brown is also a YouTube Hoop Group member, and we appreciate it. And Miss Ethel Smith is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. We definitely appreciate you. And Miss 143, thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Michelle Anderson, hey honey, welcome. C. Cynthia's, hey honey, welcome. Queenie Johnson from Vegas, holler, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sandra Lewis, Crappy Sassy Queen, hello. Fabulous is 32, hey honey, welcome. Marianne, welcome. Karen D, welcome. Leela Nelson, welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate it. D Smith, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate it. The Sewing Bread, Eve, question, what do we use to remove hoop burns? Oh my gosh, honey bunny, my secret sauce. I'm surprised it hasn't been passed down from generations to generations on a papyrus scroll. This is how I remove hoop burns. So depending upon the material that you are embroidering on and how dense the fabric is and whether or not it's waterproof, I have this little spritz bottle. I keep spritz bottles all over the studio because it's like spritz fixes everything in a lot of ways. But I do like a full little bottle of spritz and about a cap full of vinegar, right? And then I spritz all around the hoop burn and then I just rub it and it goes away. I don't understand how. I don't understand why. I don't ask no questions of the magic sauce. I just let it go on there and do its thing. So I just spray it around the hoop burn, not generous, like just a quick spritz all the way around and rub it, massage that hoop burn up out of there. Now, if it's a shiny hoop burn, like maybe some heat friction got a hold in there somewhere, that may take a little bit more time. But usually this takes care of everything. So let me know how that works for you. I've had a lot of folks comment on the success of using that combination of spritz water with the cap full of vinegar. Charmaine, hey honey, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Beverly Smith, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We appreciate it. She said, hello, Storm. Oh my God, y'all. Oh Lord, this is crazy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Hey, Miss Beckham, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Candace BIC Design Creations, hello. Welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Helbina Wood, hello. Terrence Trunk, hello. Welcome. Thank you, DTC Queen. Patrina Gosha. Welcome. Thank you, L. Lynch. I appreciate it. Alicia Garden, thank you. Welcome from Arkansas. We appreciate you as well. Rosalind, tell your grandbaby I said thank you, honey bunny. I appreciate you. Child, Amazon came through for help. I ain't gonna front in at least a little bit because that hot food mess I tried to do last week did not work at all. I was so sad. Not last week. It was last week for the giveaway. I wanted it this shade of purple, y'all, and I couldn't get it for nothing. And I was like, I don't know why I didn't go on Amazon. Anyways. Amazon loves me anyway, child. Me and Amazon is like this, man. Donna, welcome. Spyrox 346. Thank you. I appreciate it. Precious Peaches. Precious Peaches. Welcome. Miss Crafty Creations, welcome. Chris Smith Collabo, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. And girl, I laughed last night because you was like, Eve, go live. And I was like, girl, you just don't know. I'm about to work on this one project. As soon as I'm done, I'm gonna crash. So yeah, I was still up for a good while. I think Mr. McQuackins actually finally got up eventually, and we were up together working, and then I had to clock out on him because I just couldn't take it. Thank you, Making with Marilyn. I appreciate it. Josette York Lovell, welcome. L Lynch got a deal on a sewing cabinet. I know that's right. Where'd you get it? That's what's up. We like sewing cabinets because they're multifunctional. They hold your sewing stuff, but then they also tuck it away and make it look nice and pretty. Linda Gray, welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Let's see. Jesse Gibson's, hey, honey. Welcome, Jesse Gibson. I appreciate you being here. See, Cynthia's, you are right. It is a violet. Blue Beauty 30. Hello, honey. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. I am going to skip. Yeah, I can tell. ZGM 2709. Hey, welcome. I'm going to scroll all the way down. My grandson heard Miss Eve's voice and said, holler. Grand, she has purple hair today. Don't send that baby to bed. That baby know good content when he sees it. What? Tell him thank you. Hey, Merlinda Lacey, thank you very much. I'm going to switch you guys over to our cutting table. I hate to cut it short. I really do. But I need you guys to go ahead and let's get this first part of our project over with so that we can get into the second part of the project and not run out of time like we love to do on this channel. All right. So, not sure why it's so dark over there. Actually, you know what? Let me switch you back. Hold on. Because I just realized I didn't turn off autofocus. And we all know autofocus is out here being unfaithful to our show. They love to torture me. So, let us go to Radial. There we go. We're going to turn off autofocus, and I'm actually going to do this as well. All right, there we go. All right, now we should be good. Okay, so now let's switch over to our table. And now that we're on our table, autofocus is still on. Oh my God, I'm about to fight somebody. Okay. Let us take a look-see. I'm going to cut the ring light on so that it'll add a little bit more light over here on this table. Now, one of the things that we tend to get questions on is using cardstock to cut out rhinestone templates. And as you see, Making with Marilyn, you can kind of see the cutout. I went ahead and cut it out. I'm so glad I did, y'all, because this thing took forever to cut out. But this is a glitter cardstock that I got from Michael's. All right. And the glitter cardstock was like $2.50 for this one sheet of 12 by 12 glitter cardstock. Okay. So we bought that. But the reason why I decided to go ahead and do this cardstock, because I'm not really a fan of using cardstock. Why is that? Because usually when you cut it out on cardstock, a lot of times folk have to tape it down because it moves around. You know, there's nothing holding this to your bling surface, whatever surface it is that you're using to bling on. Some people use chalkboards. Some people use trays. Some people use I use just my regular surface generally. But most of my templates are stuck to a cutting mat, and I just usually use my cutting mat. Well, I thought about that thing because I watched Marilyn's video and she was talking about the cardstock and how she has to tape it and stuff. And I was like, what if she didn't have to tape it? How cool would that be? So Mr. McQuackins and I discussed it, and we went on a quest to try and figure out a solution to keep you from having to tape down your cardstock templates if you chose to use cardstock. Okay. Now, again, I generally don't recommend cardstock, mainly because it's just flock is easier. Flock is easier. It's not as it's not as economically friendly. Am I saying it right? Yeah. The money is more. But let's talk about that. Let's see if that's really the case. Okay. So as I mentioned, we're talking about $2.50 for one 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. Now, if you went to, say, for instance, Heat Transfer Warehouse, which is where I suggest you go get your flock from, the link is in the description below for the flock. But if you go there and you buy it by the sheet, it's $6 for a 12 by 12 sheet. Okay. All right. So let's see if this actually worked. I see that some of it did. Some of my dots did cut, but I'm going to be 100% sure and go ahead and pull the rest of it off because this is my very first time doing this. Okay. Oh my God. That looks like rhinestones almost by itself. Look at that. That's crazy. All right. So yes, hunty. Yes. We got a nice clean cut off of that. Now, what I did with this particular template is I cut this to fit this. Okay. So as long as I can keep it from bending and slide it into my tray and tuck it into place, for the most part, I should, for the most part, only have to tape it like on a side, you would think. Okay. But it's kind of bending up on me a little bit because of pulling it up off of that mat. Okay. Cutting mat. So if I can get this to go back flat, you could cut your templates to fit this tray. Now, this tray came from Dollar Tree. All right. So I found this at Dollar Tree. It's not in the dollar section, but it's in the dollar plus section or whatever they call it. I don't know what they call it, but it was $5. Okay. So it's $5 for this particular tray. All right. And the tray is 10.5 inches tall. And I can't remember how wide it is because the width kind of didn't really matter because I just needed to be sure that it was wider than 12 inches. Pull the mat from the card stuff. Pull the mat from the, oh, I see what you're saying. Turn it over. Yeah, I'm bad about forgetting to do that. So if we measure the width of this, 14.5 inches wide. So you got room to put your, your chip of rhinestones, and then you can tape this down as long as it's not bowed and see if that helps. Okay, so give you a nice surface. The other alternative could be to use double tape, not double tape. What do you call this thing? Hold on, let me grab it. If I have it over here. Yeah, I got it over here. So this little doohickey right here. And you can put it on the mat like what I use. So do this little guy because it's super, super thin and it's not liquid. It's just, the adhesive itself. And that way that'll help keep it from having this cardstock surface up off and stuff still sliding in because you got this super thin stuff. So double-sided tape. Yeah. Yep. That's pretty much what it is. This is a thinner one though, because I know they have other double-sided tape that's a little bit thicker. But you could use this and then stick it to make sure that you don't have to cut this at 10.5 like I did with all that wasted space. You could just cut the mat at 10.5 to fit in here. And then just every time you need to, you can use this to tape your cardstock design to. Cynthia Brewer, congratulations on your new cameo forward. Holla! Holla! That's what's up, homegirl. Congratulations on your new cutting, baby. Please be sure to join us in our Facebook group and share the designs that you've been working on. And this Miss Crafty Creations, this is a Making with Marilyn original design. She created this design and it is in her Etsy shop, and that link is in the description below this video. So if you click there, or click on her video rather, if you click on her video will take you to the Etsy page. All right. So this is what I wanted to show you guys, possibly that would help keep this thing from moving around if we wedge this thing in and then brush our stones. And we need to make this shirt. So eventually we'll work on making this, and I'll see if I can't get this to tack down to that and then see about making it. But I thought this tray was super cute for using to bling your transfers if you wanted to. And because for me, I always put my templates on, putting my templates on my cutting mats, then it should work to use this, because here's one where it's on the template and then you can brush your stones. And Making with Marilyn, y'all, she's awesome sauce. Her rhinestone designs are gorgeous. This isn't one of hers. I was just grabbing this as an example of one that I work on. I mean, one that I had anyway already stuck to a mat. But not only is she blinging everything in sight and doing a fantastic job and using her laser glow forging everything in sight and doing a fabulous job. Now she's going to be doing embroidery, y'all. So congratulations to Making with Marilyn, to her Husqvarna Viking embroidery machine. Woo! Yes, hunty. Holler! Congratulations. Yes, we will be doing tons of embroidery projects together. I'm looking forward to it. So this tray, like I said, this is $5 at Dollar Tree, and this also was at Dollar Tree, which I thought was it's a wood panel, and they say it's at the Dollar Tree Plus section. Oh my god, you see what I'm saying? That's why I don't like the autofocus. This is in the Dollar Plus section as well. It's $3, and you're supposed to use this, you know, paint on it, or we could probably coat it and sublimate on it. But if you turn it to the back side, it makes a nice bling tray as well. So if you have a bling template that's small enough to fit in here, you could even use this as well. So the wooden tray right here is $5. It came from the Dollar Tree, in the Dollar Tree Plus section is what they call it. And then this came from Dollar Tree in the Plus section as well. And it's called a wood panel. But it has a pretty generous space back here. Let's see how wide this is. So if you have a rhinestone template that's less than 10 by 10, you could use this to bling out your stuff and not have things all over the place. Okay. So I wanted to show that as an option to possibly try and help. I don't know if it will or not, because I don't really use cardstock, but I would like to know what you think. And if you think it will help, let me know in the comments below if you think that will help you. And until then, we're going to move this off to the side, and I will finish peeling all of that off later. And then we are going to, I got my heat press on already. I was trying to make sure it doesn't cut off on me. We are going to get ready to design a whole nother template. But before we do that, let's get back to the pricing. All right. So Mr. McQuackins is in my ear. He's the financial guru on all things money. But we talked about this thing, right? So you go to the store or you go on Amazon and you order your cardstock. All right. This is the thing. You got your cardstock, and your cardstock can cut out your templates. And it makes sense to a certain degree that you would want to save as much money as you possibly can with your templates, because you're only using them one time in some instances, with the exception of like this one. I would probably do multiple shirts with this template because it's just super cute. I'm not going to use it just one time. And this is also a shirt that you want to keep in mind for those of you who are trying to make money. Making with Marilyn has created super cute designs. You can go ahead purchase them, download them, brush your stones, and make shirts to sell. Y'all, this is the season for craft fairs. I've already been to one, going to another one this coming weekend. So you have to understand that craft fairs, folks come to craft fairs for things that are made. And how many craft fairs have you been to that had bling shirts? How many craft fairs have you been to with bling shirts, as opposed to how many craft fairs have you been to where they have sublimated tumblers? I'm waiting on the answer. I ain't heard an answer yet. A voice from way off in the distance said none. Well, I'm here to agree with you. I'm here to agree with you. Craft fairs is all about who has what that's different from somebody else, and somebody else has something that's different from something. Find you a craft fair where you can go and find bling shirts. All right. And you can make shirts, especially it's the fall season. So you can go and sell bling shirts at the craft fair. Okay. And everybody's all about fall and falling leaves and cocoa and mugs. And there's all kind of designs out there. Making with Marilyn puts you ahead of the curve by coming up with a really cute design. Okay. So this particular design, although I would not have done it in cardstock because it can be reused, okay? But this particular design, you can put on cardstock. Now, Make It With Marilyn, Mr. McQuackins and I had a discussion, and we wanted to be sure that we heard correctly. When you mentioned that you used your cardstock templates, did you say that you could only use them a certain amount of times? Or can you use them anytime? And you were talking about the transfer tape. Which one? Because I was telling him, I think you were talking about the transfer tape. He was like, no, I'm pretty sure she was saying her cardstock templates you can only use a couple of times because they wear out or something like that. So definitely let me know. All right. So Miss Bickham says that she uses this and she sprayed the back with 505 spray very lightly, and that could work for some people. I know Make It With Marilyn in her video, she says she sprayed it with the spray and it did not work. Her stones, because the spray ended up inevitably getting in to the holes and her stones got stuck. So just be really careful. She said, I've used cardstock templates multiple times, but they can wear out after several uses, unlike the real stuff. Okay, you guys. So let's get back to this. $6 per sheet, 12 by 12 sheet for this. $2.50 unless you get it on Amazon in a multi-pack, but roughly. So if you get a 12 by 12 of the cardstock, it's $2.50 at Michael's. Okay. Maybe you could press your cardstock on Tilly to flatten it out. Sheila Cushionberry, I thought of that. And then I was like, usually when I press stuff other than what I know normally works, it bends up anyway with the heat once I take it off the heat. That's just me. Me and heat, we have a love-hate relationship with stuff like that. Okay, so the transfer tape doesn't stick to the glitter cardstock. It has to be. So that's the other thing. It's not just regular cardstock. I mean, some people have been okay using regular cardstock, but this glitter cardstock, no, it doesn't stick to it for her. Now, again, I haven't done this yet. So we're going to see in my instance if it's going to stick. Okay. So again, you have your cardstock that's going to wear out over time. Whereas, and like I said, $2.50, whereas your regular rhinestone flock that you don't have to tape down, you don't have to worry about it wearing out. You and sharp objects have a history too. Ha ha ha. You're funny, Sheila Cushionberry. You don't have to tape it down. You don't have to worry about whether it's gonna work. You don't have to. It's made for what it is. Okay. Now, if you buy this by the yard, I believe we talked about, was it a yard, right? Okay, so if you buy it by the yard, it's less than $5 per square foot. Okay, what if you have adhesive back cardstock? Keep the adhesive cover on the back, put it on the mat, cut, peel it off, use 2 or 3 times. Adhesive back cardstock. Do they have adhesive back glitter cardstock? Because the glitter cardstock is what the transfer tape doesn't stick to. Okay, so Cynthia Brewer, Magic Flock, Rhinestone Flock, it's the same thing, just different colors. Okay, so it's the same thing. That's what this is. So your flock, your Rhinestone Flock, Magic Flock, either one is better to use for your rhinestones as far as longevity. Then this is the other part people tend to forget about. You go get your glitter cardstock. Where do you get your transfer tape from? You still have to buy transfer tape. And if you want the best transfer tape, you're going to get that from Heat Transfer Warehouse anyway. Okay? You're going to, so there's options of things. So Alan is asking about chipboard, like the back of notepads, which is a much heavier material and is as thick as flock. Honestly, Alan, I don't think it's the thickness that really makes the difference, as it is you're trying to find something. How much is the chipboard? How much is the chipboard? So this is the thing. We're trying to compare pricing and weigh the pros and cons of either one. I'm not saying that this isn't something that you shouldn't do. What I'm saying is, have you really counted the entire cost of using your cardstock? Now, as Marilyn pointed out, your cardstock is perfect for those templates that are only going to be used one time. They're perfect for that. Okay, because you don't have to worry about it wearing out. But for those templates that you will be using over and over and over again, you know, rhinestone flock may not be the investment that you want to make. So think about a lot of the different things that are out there and a lot of the things that are available. Count the entire cost, because as I mentioned, you're still going to have to buy transfer tape. And honestly, I would not suggest buying some super inexpensive transfer tape from off of Amazon, because usually what happens is, I don't know why that would not do right there. Usually what happens is you buy the inexpensive transfer tape from off of Amazon, and it's super thin, super flimsy, right? And why would that make a difference? The super thin, super flimsy tends to do its own thing. Okay, so for instance, when you go to use the super thin, super flimsy stuff, let's see. When you go to use the super thin, super flimsy stuff, a lot of times it'll flex and bend and not lay when you need it to not flex and bend, but you do need it to lay. You see what I'm saying? So you're dealing with a material that's inferior, and it's not, number one, not going to last long. And your very first put down and pick up may be okay, but after you use it 1 or 2 times, it starts to come up with its own creases and its own things. You know what I'm saying? So you really, when you're talking about doing this as a business, some costs you kind of need to look at investing in yourself and your business, despite what your pocket might be trying to tell you in some instances. Now, just keep that in mind. We're still talking about the cost comparisons between your cardstock and your rhinestone flock. Okay, which one makes more sense? Which one is going to make you the most money? And one thing's for certain, the more flock you buy, the less expensive it becomes. Whereas your cardstock, glitter cardstock, is going to wear out over time, and you're going to have to replace it anyway. So as you see, $4.33 for a 12 by 12 square of the flock, if you buy the 5-yard roll, is comparable. And you also have, and the link is in the description for the flock. Now, you also have the ability to make payments on it, because they do have the payment deferment thingy. I don't think it's Klarna. I think they have Affirm. No, they got Klarna too. No, they have Afterpay. They also have Afterpay. Okay, so you have to worry about buying your cardstock. Now, the other plus is cardstock is readily available. You can't just go anywhere and buy rhinestone flock. That's the other. Okay, which one do I need to do? So in an emergency situation, this is going to come through in a clutch. Whereas your rhinestone flock, you got to order it, period. There really is, unless you're close to Heat Transfer Warehouse or Bradenton, Florida, to be able to go get the magic flock. I mean, you know, because this is magic flock. It's the same thing as the pink stuff. Okay, they work the same. And time is money. Sheila Cushionberry, can we please tag that comment? Because that comment actually wins for tonight. Okay, that comment actually wins, because this is the thing. The time you're taking to take this down, make sure it's going to blah, 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 do blah, 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 blah. You cut your template one time. Like I had to double cut this because it's a thick glitter cardstock. Double cut in order for it to cut, and then when it's done, finally take it. You know what I'm saying? Bending all over. I don't have to deal with that with the rhinestone flock. Now, again, you do what you need to do for your business to make your business a success. But one of the things Mr. McQuackins has definitely taught me is you kind of got to count all of the costs. And when you have to, when you sit and you actually pay attention to where your money is going and how much money is going out the door when it comes to which route is the better route to take, then you might be doing yourself a disservice. But of course, that's, you know, going to be entirely based on you. The chipboard was okay, but the cardstock is a better value, especially if you're only using it once or twice. The main issue is the heat tape sticking to the chipboard or cardstock, wasting your time. You guys, flock is the better way to go. In to save yourself time, to save yourself aggravation. Not saying that it's a bad decision to buy your cardstock and use your cardstock. I'm not saying that. That's, of course, entirely up to you and what works the best. But please consider saving yourself the aggravation and get you some flock. Okay. I don't know of anyone who has ever said, I hate flock, it doesn't work, I'm disappointed in flock, and I don't want to use it. Okay. And again, I would suggest going to Heat Transfer Warehouse, but if you need to go to get you some magic flock, I don't care where you get it from. The flock is, you know, the easier, less painful solution in most instances. Okay. So going beyond that, we're going to go ahead and bling this out. And while I'm blinging this out, we'll talk our way through the other cost factors. And Patrice, this particular color that I am using right now, because this is a fall vibe shirt, I am doing topaz for this design for right now. And Anita says, definitely learned the hard way, trying alternative methods, try flock and have not looked back. It will make a difference. And this is the thing, you know, you got to do what you got to do. I totally understand that. And if your pocketbook, you know, is going to definitely dictate it. But if you're using flock for your business, you pass that cost to the customer. Plus, it's much faster because stones go in much better. Yeah, because I'm also Although I taped it down, I'm still having some stones go under this transfer. So yes, that is definitely what I have mentioned in our rhinestone class, is that when you're having to eat the cost of flock, it's because you're not charging your customer enough. Okay, so your shirts, which we talk about this in the class, and there is a class coming up in roughly 2 weeks. I will be posting that, and we'll talk about that more here in a little bit. But you will find out that as long as your costs justify what you got going on, buying the flock isn't as painful as it seems. It's only when I'm gonna tell you where the problem comes in. I already know where the problem comes in, and I've 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 felt that pain, and I'm gonna tell you why. Cricut makes an adhesive back cardstock in 12 by 12. A 10 pack is $10.49. So again, you can try the cardstock. It has to be glitter cardstock. If the glitter cardstock is what that is, then yes, you can give it a shot. However, it will wear out. It will not last as long as your rhinestone flock. Oh, you know what, Marilyn, I just realized what I did when I put this together. Phone vibes, the B goes all the way up into the A. But at any rate, so you know, your flock becomes a problem. Your flock becomes a problem when you're doing a transfer that's not for a customer. That's when your flock becomes a problem. That's when your flock becomes a problem, because we're so excited. Like for instance, this design right here is not for a customer. This is for me. So if I'm using my flock for a design for myself, well, I'm not charging myself for that flock. So I feel like I'm wasting the money by using flock to make this transfer, because it's for me, it's not for a customer. I don't have anyone to pass that cost on to, because this is more of a hobby design than it is a business. But if you are doing this as a business, you really need to have this priced in such a way that it justifies you spending this money on your rhinestone flock for your rhinestone designs. Okay, that's where the problem comes in. Take care of your flock transfers and they will last and last, which is why I generally put them on my cutting mats and put them up. I have every last one of them, whether or not it was for me or whether or not it was for one of my customers. I still keep those transfers. I'm sorry, those those templates. Sorry, not transfers, those templates. Keep calling them transfers. They're not transfers. These are templates. So this is a cardstock template. Not all flock is the same. Oh yeah, no, regimes. So rocket flock is the pink stuff or the blue, this blue stuff, not that dark blue stuff. This blue stuff right here. This is the magic flock. And then there's the rocket flock, which now, it used to be rocket flock came in all kind of colors, but rocket flock at this point in time is in the pink or in that blue. So no, you don't want to get that other. I know there's some dark blue stuff out there on Amazon. I've tried it, and it's not the same quality. It's not the same quality at all. So unfortunately, you got to keep that in mind too. Thank you for pointing that out, because I did forget that I did try that and was very as my daughter used to say, disappointed. Hey, Miss Averhead, if you price your order correctly, the flock is a win-win. If you price your order correctly, you're not only getting flock for your customer, but you're also getting flock for yourself to play with. if your shirts are priced accordingly. Now, this is the thing. What if I'm, say for instance, I'm doing a what did I just say? Not a trade show. I'm doing a craft fair. Say for instance, I'm doing a craft fair and I'm not charging the customer ahead of time for the flock, so I got to get the flock. What about then? Well, that's when it becomes an investment, and you would want to make sure that your shirts are priced in such a way that you recover the investment that you made with your rhinestone flock. So even if you were making the shirt for the customer, you would still want to price it the exact same as you would at the craft fair. Okay. Did that make sense? Hopefully that did. So for instance, say for instance, fall vibes. This is something else that I'm going to go just barely into. Whoops. I was about to mess up, y'all. Just barely into. I'm going to go into this because this is taught in the class. But your templates have a set price. So this is fall vibes. You will determine what price this template is for fall vibes and your shirts. The only time your shirt price will be different where with this template on it is if it's a 2X, 3X, 4X, or 5X or 6X shirt. That's the only time. Small, extra small, all kids. Matter of fact, we'll go all the way down to kids, all the way up to extra large. This template is going to be one price on every shirt, period. Period. Each template has its own price. Now, say for instance, your customer says, well, I like fall vibes, but I don't like the acorn. You know, can we leave that off? You can say, sure. As a custom template, be an extra $5 to leave something off. You could do that, or you could do it for free. It's entirely up to you. But you're also now going into something that is custom. All right. Or they say, I like the fall vibes. I love it. Can we put up there Rebecca's fall vibes? Yeah, sure can. There's an extra cost for that. So whatever the cost of this template is, you add the extra 10, 15 bucks to it, make that money because you're doing extra work now. Okay. Does that make sense? Hopefully that does, because that's how it should work. That's how it should work. All right. So each template has its own price. And whatever that price is, as we discuss in our class, it will cover the cost of your flock. Y'all, you know what? Somebody please help me understand why in the world I decided to use silver glitter, and it's making it even harder to see the gray, to see when these are upside down, and it's like blinding me. Please don't get the black flock. Y'all know who offers that. Your machine will be full of the fibers, and the adhesive from the backside will make things gummy, and the black stains everything. Okay, so mom, you know something I don't know, because I didn't know anybody still sold that black flock. And I've had the black flock, and it was not good. I do use it for my rhinestones, but I don't use it for my templates. I use it for something entirely different. Ooh, y'all, this is messing with me, messing with my eyes. All right, so I'm going to try my best. What time is it? 10 o'clock. I may have to come back to this, y'all, because it is the cardstock. I'm trying to also fight with them going down in the, up under the cardstock, and that sucks. I mean, it's for the most part working, so I'm not complaining too bad, but so if you use your cardstock, okay, you know, one off that you really don't plan to use again, I get it. long term, something, a template that you are going to be using regularly or more than 3 times, you really want to invest in your flock. Okay. And like I mentioned, you definitely want to invest as well in your transfer tape, because one of the other downsides to that cheap transfer tape is you can, so this is something else I did on location and it worked very well. Downtown Charlotte, in the middle of the city, they had a festival and I was doing shirts on demand. Downtown Charlotte, in the middle of the square, they had power out there, so I was able to have my heat presses. I had 2 heat presses going, one for sublimation and one for rhinestones. And what I did was I created templates. They allowed me to do City of Charlotte templates, as well as a couple of other designs that I wanted to do. And as the person comes up and they're like, "Ooh, I love that design. I want it on a shirt," I could press it right there on the spot because I already had this part done. I didn't have to sit and brush any templates. Everything was already pre-made. So that's an option too if you have access to power at the craft fair. You can go ahead, have your templates already brushed, like fall vibes. You already got them, they're already brushed. You don't have to worry about it. Just press it to a shirt. That cheap transfer tape, your stones will slide all over the place. They'll knock out of place. They won't stay. And there now you're dealing with a mess because your stones are misaligned because you're dealing with a transfer tape that's not faithful, for lack of better words. All right, so you definitely want to invest in better transfer tape. So if you're going to be buying the better transfer tape, you might as well get the flock, people. You might as well get the flock. Okay. But again, it's your choice. And you'll learn. You'll learn as time goes. If you haven't already learned, as some have already graciously mentioned, that it's not always all it's cracked up to be. All right, so I'm going to, I thought I had some smoke topaz over here somewhere, but I don't. So I'm going to do the next best thing. And I'm just going to use green for right now. It's going to be all right because this is going to be my shirt. And I'm okay with a green top of an acorn. All right, so now let's get our vibes word filled in. And then once I get my vibes word filled in, then we're going to switch over back to the computer after we press this shirt. And then we're going to work on our next design, which should work up pretty quickly because it's just a basic design. Sorry, Teely was trying to cut off on me, so I had to cut Teely back on. Y'all, come on, sir. So yeah, you can use cardstock. As you see, it is working. And I get it. I get, budgets are limited. Trust and believe. A heifer knows that all too well. Know that very well, actually. But I've also, as I mentioned, been taught that sometimes where you think you're saving money, you actually are making things a little more complicated on yourself than what they need to be. Okay. And this is such a cute design. Like I mentioned, this is a Making with Marilyn design. She has it in her Etsy shop. She made this on her website, her YouTube as well. So definitely go take a look at her video. She did an excellent job. It was absolutely beautiful. And she used cardstock. And she talked more about cardstock, which is what gave me the idea for doing what we're talking about tonight rather. All right. So this gold and green is to die for right now, you guys. Oh my goodness. It is beautiful. I was hoping that it would work out, and it has. Got some extra topaz in there. I generally don't mix my stones like this. I usually put my stones up, but I'm rushing a little bit. Come on, sir. There we go. You must have known I was about to delete you. All right. So let's grab a little bit more green and then we will be done. And if you see any missing, just holler and let me know. Right now, I don't see any missing, but hi, Patrice. Patrice, y'all, look, Patrice down there having all the fun with Dimps. Boy, I tell you, they just, I'm up here all alone in North Carolina. Nobody having fun with. And they down there having a grand old time. But that's okay because coming up here soon in September, I will be having a grand time with all of you. Okay, so really quickly, this is tormenting my soul because this is sticking up and my stuff is trying to go through in these holes, y'all. Bruh, how can you do it? At any rate, so come September the 15th, I've been talking to you guys about the Graphics Pro Expo that is coming to Charlotte, North Carolina. There are many of you who have already let me know that you are, yeah, see, look, that's going up under the darn thing. That's not cool. Many of you have already told me you're coming, and I'm looking forward to seeing you. Meanwhile, we are putting, yikes, y'all, that's tragic right there. That's tragic. I can't get that out from up under there because it's got space and it's sliding my stones under there. I don't like that part. So I think I'm going to skip the acorn for right now because that's going to annoy the hound dog out of me. So we're going to do something different. So the thing with Floyd's is we're not meeting at Floyd's. I just mentioned, well, let's put it this way. I tried to have it where we could meet at Floyd's and I was unable to get confirmation from them in enough time to make sure that we will have things set up for everyone to meet there. So what I've done is I've changed our meeting spot, but I'm still recommending Floyd's despite all of that because y'all, the food is yummy. The food is yummy. I'm not about to knock that in the least little bit, which is what I was getting ready to get to. So on the 15th, that night from 4 to 8 p.m., there is the Start Here Academy. And the Start Here Academy is going to be that evening, 4 to 8 p.m. That's, if you're registered for it, great. Okay. I look forward to seeing you guys there. I'm super excited. Now, from 4 to 8 p.m., that really doesn't leave much time for, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Big hugs. Good to see you. It's awesome. Take pictures, blah, blah. We'll have a little bit of time for pictures, but it just won't be. Look at there. Look at there. See, because that's stuck down in the darn. Yeah, nah, I'm not going to be using. Woo! I can't use cardstock, y'all. I can't. This is crazy. All right. But at any rate, there's not much time for the fun and the festivities at the at the Start Here Academy. I'm going to cut that acorn off that didn't do right. And I'm just going to stick the fall vibes. And I'm going to set this over here for right now. And we'll do our pressing here in a moment. Because this done sent me and I'm ready to be sent. Okay. So Look at here. Look at the stuff on the back side. I can't. Yeah, this ain't gonna work for me. At any rate, the the Start Here Academy is the class. There's not much time. So I, along with Mr. McQuackins, has tried to come up with a different solution. And that different solution is going to be Friday evening. Okay. So Friday is when the Graphics Pro Expo starts. It starts at like 10 and then it ends at 4. But between 3 and 4, they're going to have a happy hour where there will be drinks and whatnot available to anyone who attends the Graphics Pro Expo and enjoys their, booths and all of that jazz. So you can go and get drinks and all of that stuff for the happy hour from 3 to 4. I will be set up in the Start Here Academy booth. I believe is the name of the booth it's going to be in, and I'll be able to meet everyone there at one option. Okay, so say for instance you're there and you're not going to the Graphics Pro Expo. Well, from 4 o'clock, which is when Graphics Pro Expo ends for the day on Friday, 4 o'clock Friday to 5 o'clock Friday, 5 p.m. is when I was recommending that you guys go and grab something to eat at Floyd's. Okay. I may be there. I may not be there. A lot of that depends on what the Start Here Academy, needs to go over with me or whatever for the next day, because there's something else that needs to be done the next day. Okay. So you might see me there and you might not. But where you will see me is, I've mentioned to everybody that Floyd's is one thing, but there's also Camp North End, which is closer to downtown. So Floyd's is further from downtown on the same road, but closer to downtown is the Camp North End. And Camp North End, I've shown you guys, they have a ton of stuff. Let's go back over to the computer so that I can get started on this next project so that I don't run out of time. All right. So Camp North End, as I've shown you guys, that's why I spray and leave the cardstock mounted. Yeah, that underneath thing is that was the most. Let me show you Camp North End actually, because I've shown it before. I'm gonna show it again, and also let you guys know where we are. So nope, that's not what I want to do. I want to do this. Okay, so this is Camp North End. This is their website, and they have this is why it's called the camp, because it's a huge facility. All right, and this is North Graham Street right here. North Graham Street runs you down to downtown. As you see, it says uptown is 2 minutes that way, and it is. So you are from the Convention Center, which is where the Graphics Pro Expo is going to be. You're about 5 to 7 minutes from this location, traffic dependent upon traffic, okay, and lights. So that's why I'm saying 5 to 7, because of the lights, not because of distance. All right, but on further this way is where Floyd's is. So if you go to Floyd's, grab your food, and then come back here. If you turn right here on Keswick, all right, if you turn right here on Keswick, right in this area in Gamma Goat Boulevard, I'm pretty sure this is where I am. I have a facility that we're going to have where you can come and hang out, and we're going to have a step and repeat. We can take pictures. We can say, hey, we can talk. You can say hey to each other. Whole nine is going to be right in this area. Okay. Now, right here where it says the Mount, actually, you know what? This is the Mount. Hold on. I need to get myself together. Sorry. This is the Mount. So we're over in this area somewhere. And I'll pull up the map better. But at any rate, the Mount is where they usually have live bands. They have events on Friday, like some of everything. Let's go back up and we'll go to visit, and let's go to events. And then let's go to September, and we'll click on the 16th, which is the day that we're talking about you guys being in town. So they're going to have walking tours. Fridays at Camp North End is the event that I was talking about. Fridays at Camp North End. The Mount, they have stuff going on. The Boiler Yard, they have stuff going on. Live music from 6 to 9. Y'all, this is it. They have tons of stuff to do. So when you get tired of looking at me and looking at each other, you can easily go to this area and enjoy the other. They have swings, they have games, like porch swings. They have this thing there where the porch swings are all around a campfire in the middle. Y'all, oh my God. They have hammocks. They have all kinds of stuff, y'all, at the Camp North End. Okay. I wish I had, oh, you know what? This is how I can get more pictures. This is how I can get more pictures. Right here, right here, right here. Yeah, we ain't got time, but I definitely want to show you this. Okay, so like they have hammocks out there. Look, just when you get a chance, click on Camp North End on Instagram. Definitely come look. They have tons and tons of stuff that you can do. It's an artsy district, right up our alley. You know what I'm saying? Like it's totally tons of stuff out there that fits us and our MO. And they just have awesome stuff. So definitely check them out. This is where we are going to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And I will have an address for you. I already know where it is. I just don't have the physical address. I'm going to have to get it to you. But they have places to go grab food there and whatnot as well. Okay. And if you do go to Floyd's, as he pointed out, you can bring your food to Camp North End. There's nothing to stop that. And, you know, like I said, people can bring pooches, you know, well-behaved pups. You know, it's crazy. It's nice. It's such a nice place. Such a nice place, you guys. So it is on the transit system. It's not on the train line, but it is like the bus goes right there, especially on Graham Street. Public transportation does run to Camp North End. So Camp North End, Angela Baldwin says, I love Camp North End. It's amazing. I love Camp North End, you know. So they've hosted me before. I've been there doing hats on demand. I've actually worked for Camp North End and done embroidery jobs for them. So everybody is so laid back and super nice and super awesome. Love them. As a matter of fact, the place that we're going to be in is even more awesome sauce. I'm so excited to show you guys around with them. And they just opened their arms and welcomed us to come in. And it's amazing. So we're going to be there at a location at Camp North End. So even if you don't go to Floyd's, that's okay. You can come to Camp North End and hang out from 5 to 8 p.m. But if you go to Floyd's, please do. Their food is amazing. Okay. I'm just like, I would be real sad if I don't have something to eat from Floyd's. But, you know, I'm also going to be here, there, here, and everywhere in preparation for this. Parking is somewhat limited, but there's that whole camp. I mean, it's a massive place. So there's parking like, where is it? Where were we at? Visit map. That's where it was. So if you go to, oh, this is a cooler map. No, I can find where I'm at. Now, here's the water tower. The water tower is the central location. That's where my grandmother's mural is. That's where they have all the hottest stuff going on, is at the water tower. Okay, now if you come around the water tower, we are going to be back in this area on the back side of the water tower. This is where we're going to be, is right in here. As a matter of fact, let's scroll in. And where is it? Good Postage, Wentworth, Leah and Louise, Babe and Butcher. Isn't that where we were? Yeah, free range brewing. We're going to be right here. MIGN Incorporated. I'm pretty sure that, yep. So we're going to be at MIGN Incorporated. This is where we are. Okay. That being the case, all of this is parking over here off to the side. This is all parking. And then there's even more parking back this way. There's parking up in this area. You know, there's parking all over. And there's parking down here as well on Statesville. But this is parking, all of this. So if you can Uber, that would be the better option, honestly. But because there's Uber is like born and bred here in Charlotte almost. So that's what I would do. But this MIGN Incorporated is the location that we will be in. There's also some really awesome guys that I've worked with before, McFly Fresh. They do screen printing and they have a screen print shop there. Wanted to show them off to you guys if they're open and available. But this is where we are. And, you know, so there's tons of stuff to do all around this. Like it isn't just up here where they have stuff. They have it all over the place. Okay. And the hammocks are out here where you can lay in the hammocks if you want to. It's so nice. It's such a nice place. I absolutely love Camp North End. Okay. So when you come from, like I mentioned, from 5 to 8 p.m., that's where we'll be. I will get the address, and it's actually 301 Camp Road, Suite 105 is the address of where we will be. Okay. And I will put that up and I will let you guys have access to that. Okay. What time is going to be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Camp North End. That's where the meet and greet is going to be. Okay. And I'm going to send out a newsletter actually that's going to line all of this out. We just had to finalize some fine details because, as I mentioned, the one place that I was trying to get us to meet and greet at, it was just like, it wasn't coming through fast enough. I can't make these type moves that far out and not get a definitive answer. So we had to, you know, go with plan C actually. But at any rate, so let us jump into silhouette real quick, and hopefully this will go quickly because what I want to do is show you guys our new stone color. Okay, so here is our Silhouette Studio, and we're going to use Silhouette to create a rhinestone template. Now, I've already gone on to Creative Fabrica, and the link is in the description below, and I grabbed this Hearts design. All right, so let's see if we can't get this to cooperate. Oh, good. They did it that way. That's what's up. I'm going to go with heart number 1 just because it's easier. All right. And I'm going to, no, not 1 inch. Let's go with, see if we can't fit 2 1/4. And then that works. It doesn't have to be a square. All right, so I'm going to duplicate this puppy. Now I have 2, and I'm going to duplicate it again. And now I have 3. So what my plan is to create this so that we can have a really cute rhinestone template that we're going to use with multiple colors to create a sort of gradient. Okay, so here's 3 colors. Let me duplicate this. I want to do 4, and I'm going to make this that color. All right, so what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to create an offset, and you guys totally know that I am not proficient, so to speak, at doing you know, I'm learning silhouette. Okay, so here's the offset, and I'm probably going to do this wrong, but this is what we're going to do. Here's the other offset. Apply that. So now I want to grab this one and this one, and my plan is to slice this top one out of this bottom one. And I again have subtract. That is not quite what I wanted. It's what I wanted, but it's not what I wanted, because I want this to stay behind. So let's go to divide. That's what I wanted. OMG. Okay, so that did what I wanted it to do. Now let's go with this one. And then I'm going to hold down shift and grab that one. Did that work? Nope. Nope. That was caps lock. That's not going to work. We're going to divide. Did that not work? Hold on. Let's do this. We're going to grab this one first. And nope. That's not what I wanted it to do. All right, y'all. So whoa. I'm learning. This did perfectly. That's what I wanted. This, let's move you. There we go. All right, so now let's see if we can't. Oh, that's why. No, I don't want that. Oh, let's do this number right here, and we're going to weld. Yep. That's what I want. All right, now let's see if I can't get this to do what I need it to do. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna move. Nope. Let's grab you. You know what? Let's grab you. I want you out of the way. Hit delete. Let me make sure I'm doing what I want to do. Hold on. Let's move you. Let's grab this, hit delete, grab that, hit delete. Okay, I see what's going on there. So let's ungroup that. That's what I want. I want you. Wonky, but we're gonna make that work. All right, and I'm gonna weld that, and we're gonna delete all of this. So I want this to look like that. Whoop, nope, come down like that, and I want this to do like that, right? And then I want, you know what, let's do it this way. And then I want this and this, and I want to divide that. I'm pretty sure that's what I want. Can you duplicate? That's what I did. I did duplicate these and change the colors. All right, so here is my design. I do see, thought I saw something extra. Okay, no, I did. And what I'm going to do at this point is see if we can't make this a rhinestone template. All right, so I'm going to use SS10s. My spacing is going to be, what was it, Patrice? Wasn't it 15? It's like 15, I think. That's what she said. I had to ask an expert, y'all. And nope, I don't want that. Oh my gosh, that's pretty empty. How big is this? Is this, oh, you know what, y'all? Oh my gosh. I just noticed something. Hold on. Let's close this out. This isn't my whole mat. So let me go here. And let's go here. And I want it, whoops. I want it to be 12 by 12. All right, sorry about that. So now I'm going to make this bigger because I want it to be pretty decent size. All right, and now we're going to, because when it's smaller, the rhinestones really don't have much space to do what it has to do. Okay, I don't like that space. Patrice, what's the longest I can, what's the smallest? I know you visiting and stuff. Nope, it can't be 0. Let's go to 8. It looks a lot better, even though a couple of these stones are too close, but I like that better. All right, and so let's do the same thing here. And we're going to do radial fill. Let's move this over because I need space. That looks horrible, but we're gonna have to go with it. All right, I'm gonna move this over, and we're going to do the same thing here. And move this over, and we're gonna do the same thing here. Okay, not the best looking setup because of course I am not as awesome sauce at these templates as Marilyn or Patrice is, but this is what we have and this is what we're gonna go with. Okay, so hopefully that won't cause me too much of a problem. Let me slide this over just a little bit. Y'all know how Cricut is. Cricut don't want to do anything that's outside of their, let's see, what size is this? 11.464. Hopefully that'll work. All right, so let me export this to I don't absolutely have to use 4, but I'm making it 4 for the time being. So I'm going to go to desktop and I'm going to make this. All right, so that's that. But you guys know my silhouette and cutting in circles is still not cooperating. It still cuts in ovals. So we're going to bring this, I need to remember 11.464, and we're going to bring this over into Cricut Design Space. Okay. We could have used shortcuts a lot as well. Let's see if this brings in like it's supposed to. So we're going to go to Canvas. We're going to go to upload. We're going to upload image. We're going to browse, and we're going to go to desktop, which is here in hearts, and see if it opens. And it does. Yas, hunty. So let's add this to canvas. And here are our hearts. Okay. So 10.745 is wrong. We said it was 11.464. So let's grab our width and go 11.464 and hit enter. And now this is the correct size. I don't have to use all of these. And as a matter of fact, we're going to hide this one. I'm going to start out with 3 for right now. Okay, let's ungroup this and move that up a little bit. All right, we're going to start out with 3. Rudimentary at best. I know it's not the best looking. I can do better, but for right now, this is what we're going to do. So let me go to make it. And when I go to make it, I'm going to have it on the mat and I'm going to hit continue. And as of right now, they're all on different colors. So ordinarily what I would do is brush 1 on a separate template, because I'm doing them all different colors. But what I'm going to do in this instance is I'm going to actually just cut them all out together. So we're going to make them all the same color. Let's do it this way. So we're going to make you purple as well and make you purple as well. I was going to attach, but I don't want to attach it. The reason why I don't want to attach it is because I want to split it up, and it already kind of did it for me. You see what I'm saying? This is how I want it to come in. And then I can cut it with my tape myself. All right, so here we go. That's there. I have it on the mat. I don't need to mirror, so I'm going to hit continue. I'm already at 10:30, which sucks, but it's all right. And then we're going to do medium cardstock. Pressure is going to be more. And this is how we are going to cut our flock. Okay. So let us go back over to, why is that right there? Inspiration Creations. Hey, honey bunny. Let us go to, I don't have the camera up on the table. So we're going to go over to the cutting table, and I'm going to grab my, this is the flock. It's bigger than what it needs to be, but this is what we're going to use. I'm going to put it in prints, and then we will hit the flashing Cricut button. And while that's cutting, we're going to talk about our new color. All right, so you guys know I've been hinting around at and even blatantly came right out and discussed a new color that we have, and the new color is this Violet Ice. So Violet Ice is going to debut in this buy-in, which starts Wednesday, the 31st. Okay, the Violet Ice, you guys, is ridiculous. The sparkle on that does not make any kind of sense. It is a violet color, which is why it is called Violet Ice. Okay. If you look at Marilyn's video where she did the Power Cat, it's not the most recent video that she did. It's the one just before that one. And I do have Marilyn linked in the description. You will see where she used the Violet Ice in a large, it looked like a sheet of ice. It was amazing to see just how stunning this Violet Ice is. If you haven't seen, so you know, our crushed ice AB and our crystal AB bling, okay, like bling hard. Violet Ice almost supersedes that, okay. And so the Violet Ice is going to come in our new trove. Our new trove is going to feature the Violet Ice, and it's the Violet Ice. It will also include Amethyst AB, and it will also include Tanzanite AB. Now, the Amethyst AB and the Tanzanite AB are both new as well. There's a few of you guys who were able to try the Amethyst AB ahead of time, but the Tanzanite AB is new as well. This is going to be the Baby's Booty Trove, okay? This is going to be the new Baby's Booty Trove. So if you're interested in getting our trove, definitely check it out, because y'all know what my favorite color is. So we put together a trove that includes my favorite color in many different shades and variations. So what we're going to do tonight is we are actually going to do the 3 hearts using our colors that come in our new trove, okay? And I actually wanted to show you how the Violet Ice looks alongside our other purples, okay? So there's going to, the Amethyst AB and the Tanzanite AB will only be available in the trove, if I'm remembering correctly, in the chips. and in your chips. So in the ice pick, you can get it, and in the trove, you can get it. So definitely keep that in mind. But this is amazing. Now the violet ice will be available in the 250, but we want to be sure that you guys even like the Tanzanite and the Amethyst AB. So that's going to give you the opportunity to try them both out. Okay. So we wanted to just definitely let you guys know. These I actually have purple ones, but we're waiting to actually make them available. So I have a whole order of purple ones like this. I don't have blue ones. I do have purple ones though. Get that in the ice pick. Yes, you can get the violet ice and the Amethyst AB and the Tanzanite AB in the ice picks. But the Amethyst AB and the Tanzanite AB will not be just yet available in the 250. We want to see if that's even something you guys are interested in. You might be like, oh, no, we don't like that. We like just the violet ice. And I wouldn't be mad, because when I tell y'all this is the purplest of the purple of the purple, and it's just absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful, super high reflective color. Okay. It just bling. The bling is insane. Having an interest is not the problem. Having the money for every color we're interested in is, yes, I understand that, which is also why we're kind of like, trying not to roll too much out too many times. But this one has been in the works for a minute because it is my favorite color. So this one is like the piece de resistance of all of the stones. I love crushed ice AB, but woo, child, when I got the purple, it was like, okay, this is it. This is the moment I've been waiting for. All right. So let's see how much time I got left on that. We are almost halfway through with it. So that's what's up. I would also like, so what I'm going to do is put the trove colors together, but I also want to do the purples. That power boat head I did in the violet is beautiful. Marilyn, how is the bling? How is the bling on it? I mean, you guys might not even take her word because she does bling so much, and you're like, she don't know it. Try it. Try it. And when you try it, I want you to tell me. As soon as you get this, I want you to tell Power Cat. I want you to tell me what you think of the bling when you get it. Because, of course, camera never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever does. Look at that. Stupid autofocus. It never does rhinestones justice. The cameras don't. Okay. So we are going to set this off. We've got our Tanzanite AB right here. We've got our Amethyst AB. And you guys are familiar with just the regular color Amethyst and the regular color Tanzanite. And in case you're not, we'll go ahead and grab it for you so that you can see it. Let me see if I even have some in here. I don't think I do. Nope, I'm going to go grab it for you so that you will be able to see those with it as well. And let me know if you have been waiting on purple your whole life as well. Are you interested in the purple? If you are, throw some purple hearts up in the chat. Let us know. Just so that you can see the differences between the three. This is Amethyst. Amethyst is more like plum. Just think of a plum at the grocery store, that deep purple. That's what Amethyst is. Tanzanite is more of your purple. I would say this purple is more of like your prints, your deep purple color. Or eggplant could be a good consideration. This can kind of do eggplant too, depending upon but this is that purple, and then this is, of course, oh, you know what, we forgot a color. That's a shame. That's why I did the 4. I forgot a color. Hold on, you guys. All right, you guys, we forgot about light amethyst. Okay, so we forgot about light amethyst. So here are your basic purples. These are your basic purples. As I mentioned, this one is amethyst. This is light amethyst. This is your Tanzanite, and this is our new violet ice. Okay, violet ice. So what we're going to do is put these hearts together and let you guys see what these hearts look like with all of the purples together. Then, in addition to us having amethyst, Tanzanite, violet ice, right? Here's your amethyst, and here is your amethyst AB. So it's this amethyst color with an AB coating. So this is amethyst AB right here, and then on this side we have our Tanzanite AB over here. So we're gonna put all of this together. Gonna make the camera have another seizure. Yes, yes, honey. It's too much bling for the camera. All right, so let's set that right there. And let's see where we are with our template. We are almost at 100%. Praise the true God, so that we can go ahead and get this done. Oh, and don't forget, we also have our neon purple, but neon purple is in a class of its own. All right, so let me put my stones back right there. Now, what I'm also going to do, let's see, how much time do I have left? Ooh, not much. If I get an opportunity to do so, I will press this not only on a black shirt, but a white shirt as well, so that you can see what those colors look like on both colors. Okay. All right. So here is my rhinestone template that I did not pull off as was suggested. Pull the template away from the what's a face. Yes, most of the things did come cut clean. Okay, so let's cut here. All right. So I'm gonna have to pull some of these off. It depends on what day of the week it is and how I hold my mouth, whether or not it's going to peel all of the dots and leave them behind on the white backing. Today is an okay day, not a perfect day, but it's all right. All right, so we've got 3 hearts. Let me get these colors. You know what? These holes could have easily been closer together. So I'm going to make a mental note of that. As I mentioned, I'm not as proficient as Miss Marilyn. I need to sit down with her and learn from the greats. Miss Sharon Davenport, thank you so very much for the super chat. Woo! Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very, very much. Hopefully the grandbaby was over there hollering too. Wherever he is at. Holler, grandbaby, holler. All the R's. Gonna go to school. What's your favorite word? Holler. Yas, grandbaby, yas. Show him the ways of crafty righteousness. All right, so a couple more of these dots and then we can bling, y'all. Ugh, I tell you, these dots. Sometimes they are faithful and sometimes they're not. Okay. Sweet. So we're going to do one at a time. You know what? Let's use our tray that we got from Dollar Tree. All right, so we've got our first heart. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the violet ice in that first heart. And it's going to be on the end. Well, unfortunately. The edges on this tray making it difficult to use my fat brush. All right. Right. So we got a couple of folks hitchhiking. Let's get them in holes where they belong. Let's get you in holes where you belong. So when you are, a lot of times folks are like, I got my rhinestones, but I need to make money. I'm not making money. The money is right here, waiting on you to come and get it. You just have to take that leap and make it happen, capping. Okay. All right. So here is our violet ice heart. And because this is new tape, I know it's going to come right up. And here is our violet ice. Okay. So I look forward to seeing all my purple lovers when it's time for the violet ice to go on sale Wednesday. All right, so here is Tanzanite. It's about time for me to wash and condition and upgrade my brush. My brush is struggling. Okay. Couple of hitchhikers. Let's get these folks in their holes. Get that in there. Marilyn would have had this done, over and done with, a long time ago. All right. Let's get that. All right. So, like I said, that's Tanzanite. Yeah, no, this tray is a fit for me. It's made for the cardstock, not for the flock. All right. There's that. Now let's grab Actually, let's go ahead and do our amethyst. Okay. And here is amethyst. Eventually. Right now it's the solid colors, and then we'll move to the AB. Now, when you get your Tanzanite AB and your Amethyst AB, make sure that you keep your stones separated. Like you see how I'm doing right now, and I have some stones here, stones there. Don't do that with your AB. All right, because your ABs will play tricks on you, and they'll look real similar. So you definitely want to keep them separated. All right. And we'll show you that once we get them pressed to our shirt. So again, amethyst, tanzanite, violet ice is the way this is going to go down. 48, of course. Running out of time as always. Talk too much about Camp North End. All right, so let's pick these two up, and then I will press them closer together so that you get a good view of what they look like side by side closer. That shifted a little bit. Alrighty, and so let's pick this up. Perfect. All right, let us get our shirt. Let me see if I can't get Tilly up and on. Let's share. Where are you? Share extra camera. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Let me get it pointed where it needs to be. All right. And here is Tilly. Oh, I guess it will help if I put Tilly up there. Boom. Okay. So my bad. So I learned a new trick. Well, it really isn't a new trick, but I didn't realize that I could feed my shirt the opposite direction and have it hanging out. So I'm gonna have to try that one day. But let's start out with our violet ice. And ordinarily I would line this up on the shirt and all of that jazz, but I'm just gonna go with it because we're running out of time and hope that that's straight. So we're gonna press the violet ice for our 10 seconds, 12. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and peel this hot while it's easy to peel. Oh my God, I think it's blinging and I'm way up here. All right. So next is our Tanzanite. The wig is getting in the way, so I can't see. Press that. And then next will be our amethyst. And we're going to take a look at this at the cutting table as soon as we get them all in place. All right. And I can go ahead and do the light amethyst as well. Ooh, hot, hot, hot tamale. Yeah, that violet ice should have been in the middle, like you said, but it's gonna be all right. Okay, so 2, 1, and then peel it hot. And now let's bring it over where you guys can see it, where it looks fantastic. Okay, let's do this and bring you over to the table. So here is the difference between the violet ice, the Tanzanite, and the amethyst. Amethyst is over here. This is your amethyst. This is your Tanzanite. This is your violet ice. Okay. And as you see, it made the camera have a seizure. There's too much blinginess for one design. Okay. Now, if we wanted to, which we can put our Tanzanite AB here, our amethyst AB here, stacking the hearts, and let you see what all of that looks like. Okay. These are our purples. These are our purples, the new purple collection. So let me set that where you can still see it now that it's cooled off some. And what we're going to do, let's see, let's do this one. Let's see, we're going to do this one in our, what do we want to do, Tanzanite? Sir? Put the hearts over the top of the other hearts with the AB. So we're going to do AB and AB. Or do you want to do Tanzanite and then AB here and amethyst AB there? All kind of which ways already? I know. It's all right. It's going to be all right. As long as they're in proximity, we're going to make it work. Okay. There we go. Y'all know my right hand is in the background. And all righty. I'm not feeling this tray, y'all. And I'm going to have to upgrade my brush. Give me a new brush, rather. I probably made 100 shirts with that thing. It needs to be retired. Okay. All right. So we're hoping, that's part of that problem. Those two wanted to be extra buddies. All right, so this in the middle is going to be Tanzanite, okay? Hitchhiker. And let's do you there. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect amount of stones. -2. Insane. Love it when that happens. All right. I'm going to brush you guys off. And so we're going to do our amethyst AB over here. Want to check and make sure. And as I mentioned, some of you were fortunate enough to be able to test out the amethyst AB. Hopefully you were able to. And if you liked it, definitely let me know in the comments or on Facebook. You don't have to let us know here. You can let me know, or you can just email me, because we do ask for feedback. with all of our buy-ins. So we appreciate honest and factual feedback. All right, so this is our Amethyst AB, which is the amethyst stone with a reflective coating that allows it to reflect multiple colors other than just the basic AB color. Okay. So if you turn this stone a certain way, especially once we press it, you will be able to see the amethyst in the base of this stone. It's actually really cool. Okay, there's that one. There's that one. That one. That one. I can see the amethyst standing right here. That's really one of the favorite things I like about the ABs. All right, so that's your amethyst AB. Okay. And now here we're going to do the Tanzanite AB. This tray is blocking my right-handedness. Come on, babies. All right, this is not brushing in at that angle. Probably need more stones. I don't have enough stones on here. Sometimes it does work better to have more stones than that allows them to help position each other. I'm going to turn it this way because the wall of this tray is annoying. All right, there we go. Much better. Now, come on, son. There we go. All right. A little bit better. Let's get these hitchhikers in place. There's that one. There's that one. And then we are going to press this to the same shirt up above the heart so that you can see all of the purples together. Most of the purples because we still don't have light amethyst on there. And then we'll be done. Voila. Okay, so let me grab my transfer tape. Let's grab this fella here. This is the Amethyst AB. And let's grab this guy here, which is the Tanzanite AB. Had to be strategic in picking that up because I didn't have that one brushed the last time we did the heart. All right. And then next will be the Tanzanite. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go back to Tealy. I will arrange Tealy where the collar is not, you know what? Well, no, I said above it, so that's what I'm gonna do. This paper is up under there. All right, now let us put this heart. It's gonna look crazy probably, but it'll be all right. So I'm gonna put this heart right there. And then I'm going to put this heart, and we're gonna press these two at the same time. All righty. Oh, I did not know you weren't seeing. Give me one moment. And there we go. All right, so we picked up the Amethyst AB and the Tanzanite AB. So now we need to pick up the Tanzanite and put it in the middle, okay? And the Tanzanite is right here. You're going to snatch that up off of it. You know, I should have done light amethyst. That's what I should have did. Because that's the only one we didn't have. But too late. All right. And I'm going to put this right in the middle. Like so. And then we'll be done. And I will be able to rest my migraine and go to bed. All right, peel it hot. And this is what we got. Let's bring it over to the cutting table and let you guys see. Let me put this up under it so that it'll hold it out for you. And I not have to worry about you not being able to see it. There we go. Come on. Let's cooperate. There you go. All right. So, oh, wow. Well, I tell you, when that seizure comes, that seizure is not necessarily a bad thing. So this is the same color. This is Tanzanite. Okay. This is Tanzanite. This is the new Violet Ice. Tanzanite, Amethyst. Okay. And yes, Sheila Cushberry, as she mentioned, this is all start the buy. The next buy-in starts. Buy-in number 8 starts Wednesday the 31st. Violet Ice, Tanzanite, Amethyst. This is Tanzanite, Tanzanite AB. And this is Amethyst and Amethyst AB. So if you turn the stones certain ways, it allows you to see the actual colors of the AB. And I'm trying to pick it up like right here. See how that amethyst is showing up in spots right in here? This is amethyst. This is Amethyst AB. So you can kind of see that amethyst in there. And then you keep turning, and I'm trying real hard. Okay. So you see your Tanzanite reflecting in there, here and there. This is your Tanzanite and Tanzanite AB. Okay. But ultimately, this is my baby right here. That's that Violet Ice. And that Violet Ice is here to mess with you. Let me cut this down some so that you can get your bling fix on. Matter of fact, we're gonna bump it up a notch and do like we did that time before. And let the light do its thing so that you can see the bling on all of these. Okay. Not a filter. This is not a filter. So yeah, like I said, there's only one purple missing out of this, and that's the light amethyst. The light amethyst I did not brush, but light amethyst is this color, but just lighter. Okay. And it's still different from the Tanzanite. They're not the same. All right. So we're hoping, so the top middle and bottom middle, yes, are both Tanzanite. That is correct. And this is violet ice, which is basically, it looks about like a light Tanzanite, but it's not. This is more of a purple. I don't know how to explain it. It's different. And I've fallen in love. Then it'll be pitch black. And then we're dealing with just the monitor lights if I do that. So there's your purples. All right. So we hope you guys enjoy the purple. The purple is reigning supreme with this buy-in. Okay. So here is our amethyst, Tanzanite, violet ice, amethyst AB, Tanzanite, and Tanzanite AB. So this buy-in number 8 is all about the purple rain. Anita Ulmer. $755, thank you so very much for your 10 months of membership here on our channel. Woo! Holler! Yas, hunty. Yas. Thank you so very, very much. Looks like I plugged the shirt in. Hilarious. Do you want me to wear that shirt and get remarks on it? You sure can. You sure can. So you guys, thank you for joining us tonight. I'm super excited to see you make money with this. Look, craft fairs are here. They are here. So if you, okay, liar. If you can get into a craft fair, throw in some bling shirts, see how well they do. At least have the transfers, just a few of your sizes available. You don't have to actually press the shirt unless you can't get access to the heat. If you can't get access to the heat, then you'll have to bling ahead of time. But if you can make arrangements to be able to press on site, then you can make your transfers and then press your shirts there fresh in front of the people. What is a buy-in? I'm a newbie. LaDonna Horton, thank you for asking. So the buy-in is where we offer rhinestones in bulk for those who are trying to who want to make a rhinestone business, making rhinestone shirts, hats, jeans, jean jackets, so on and so forth. And we tried to make it affordable by you place your order. Once you place your order on our website, at the end of the buy-in, it usually lasts about 7 to 10 days. Once you get your order placed at the end of the buy-in, we put everybody's order together and we place our order with our manufacturer overseas. He in turn ships the stones back to us. And then what we do is we take the stones and we repackage them in our containers so that you have a beautiful presentation of your rhinestones. This is just one example of an ice pick that goes in an ice chest of rhinestones. I'm sorry, ice. This is a ice. Oh my gosh, y'all, my migraine is kicking my butt. This is an ice chip. it goes in a ice pick. Okay, an ice pick, you get 5 of these in an ice pick, and this is an ice chip of one color. All right, sorry about that, y'all. My brain is crazy. I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain it don't make no sense. So what we're going to do is Lena Doyle show you the way we package our stones here in a little bit once I sensualize you guys off for the night. Okay. And we're trying to make it affordable, super affordable to be able to do rhinestones. How do we preserve the templates? I get a cutting mat from Dollar Tree, a plastic cutting mat. That's what this is. This plastic right here. And I just put my template on the cutting mat and I leave it there. So anytime I want to do this template, all I got to do is pull it out, set it down on my desk, on my area, or in a tray, whatever you want to use, brush it, then pick it up. And then I'm done. I can file this back away until I'm ready to bling it again. That's how I preserve my templates. Not everybody does it that way. Some people prefer to put their templates back on. Where is it? So this is what I peeled my template off of. As you see, I left the dots behind. Some people prefer to put it back on this and keep it. Which side of the mat are you using? It kind of doesn't matter. On this one, I use the shiny side, but lately I've preferred to use the more matte. Really? Can we not do this? Can we not play that game? Can we not do that? Thank you. So lately I've been preferring to use the matte side, but I did this one a long time ago. So it's on the shiny side, but I generally prefer the matte side because, and the reason why I prefer the matte side, I have found out that the transfer tape, when I put it down to pick up my rhinestones, it generally doesn't stick to this as much as it does the shiny side. So I tend to, when I go to peel it off on the shiny side, it pop, makes that because it sticks to it better. Whereas back here, I don't usually have that issue. So it just depends. This is how I keep all of my templates. All of my templates are on these mats. Okay. All of my templates. This is how I keep them. It's just easier that way. And then I store them depending upon my camera. The more frequently ones that I use, I generally keep right here beside me so I can just grab them. But there are some that I have filed away in another room, and I go grab them whenever I want to do a project with that particular one. But this is like one of my favorites, so I keep it over here. I like putting that one on hoodies and wearing it with my hoodies. So, but at any rate, I thank you guys. I appreciate you hanging out. I stick it to the dull side, Baby Giant Services. It is the dull side that is pretty much better. The camera feels overwhelmed from all the bling. Right. That's for certain because there's a lot of bling right here on this shirt, y'all. But I just need y'all to see the bling on that violet ice because this camera, even going fuzzy, does not do that violet ice any justice. All righty. So y'all have a great night. As I mentioned, the buy-in starts on Wednesday. I'll probably go live again just to, showcase this violet ice again because it's amazing, as well as show any other colors that somebody may be interested in seeing. And until the next time we see you, who wants to be sensualized? Throw me some purple hearts in the chat if you want to be sensualized tonight because I'm feeling sensualized. Don't let Mr. McQuackins know that though. Don't let him know because I'm going to bed. We gonna waste that sensualizing, but we gonna go ahead and send y'all off sensualized. And thank you as well for all of the folks saying that they enjoyed the hair, the purple hair. I worked really hard to get some purple hair for you guys so that y'all can see the violet ice can be in your hair as well. So super excited. But at any rate, I thoroughly enjoyed y'all. Absolutely love having you here. Look forward to seeing those who are coming to Charlotte. Look forward to seeing you when you get to Charlotte. It's going to be a ball. As I mentioned, a newsletter will be going out about that. Actually, I'll probably just post it in a Facebook group and here on YouTube instead of just emailing it out to everybody, because not everybody cares about coming to Charlotte. So we'll put it there for those who are interested in seeing it, and I'll let you know when that is there. All right. So we absolutely love you guys. I hope you have a great rest to your week, and I look forward to talking to you all again soon. All right. Oh, and don't forget, Patrice, we are going to be doing a craft with Patrice Friday live. We're going to be making gnome bean bags. So if you're wanting to join in with that, just go on to, I think the link is under our last live video that we did together. I think I have to figure that out. I'll link it in the Facebook group and here on YouTube, and that way you know where to go get the file and then get you some beans to go in the bean bags. So cornhole is a popular game during the fall season. So go ahead and get your own cornhole bags, custom made, and then enjoy that project working it with us. It's in the hoop on the embroidery machine. So I look forward to doing that with you guys as well. All right, you guys, have a great evening, and thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, happy blingin'. Holler.
How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty ice boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.